In a world full of noise, distractions, and constant interruptions, only one skill separates the average from the extraordinary. Only one ability turns ordinary minds into creators, thinkers, leaders, and winners. It is not talent. It is not look. It is not intelligence. It is the power to focus deeply, the power to shut out the noise and step into a zone where your mind becomes unstoppable, where ideas flow, where creativity rises, where success grows. This is the power of deep work, and once you master it, your life will never be the same again. Success today is not about how busy you are. It is not about how many hours you work. It is not even about how many tasks you complete. Success now belongs to the person who can focus without distraction, because the world is changing fast. Our attention is constantly stolen by notifications, messages, noise, and endless scrolling. People are busy but not productive. They are working more but achieving less. Deep work is the opposite of this chaos. It is a state where your mind becomes fully absorbed in one important task. No noise, no multitasking, no stress, just pure focus, pure clarity, pure power. Deep work makes you think deeper, learn faster, career better, and perform at a higher level than most people ever will. It is the skill that can build your career, improve your studies, expand your creativity, grow your business, increase your confidence, transform your life. Deep work is not only about productivity. It is about becoming the best version of yourself, focused, disciplined, and unstoppable. In this book, you will discover a step-by-step guide to mastering deep work. You will learn how to control your mind instead of letting the world control it. You will learn how to build, focus, eliminate distractions, manage your time, and create results that make you proud. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand deep work, you will live it. You will think deeper, work smarter, succeed faster, and feel calmer. You will become someone who can do in months what others fail to do in years. Welcome to Deep Work, your new path to success. Chapter 1. The power of deep focused distraction is the silent enemy of success. It steals your time, breaks your concentration, and weakens your potential without you even noticing. Most people don't lose their dreams because they lack talent or intelligence. They lose them because they cannot focus long enough to build something meaningful. In a world filled with endless notifications, messages, noise, and entertainment, deep focus is not just a skill, it is a superpower. And if you learn to master it, you will rise above the average person faster than you can imagine. Think about this. Every time you get distracted, your mind breaks its rhythm. You lose momentum. You lose clarity. When you return to your task, your brain must rebuild that flow all over again. This is why a simple job that should take 1 hour often takes 3. The problem is not the work itself. The problem is the number of times your attention is stolen. Deep work removes this problem completely. It creates a space where your mind can operate at full power, where creativity flows, where ideas connect, and where results appear faster than ever before. Deep work turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. To understand why deep work is so powerful, imagine 2 people. Both have the same knowledge, same background, same ambitions. One works with full concentration for 2 hours every day. The other works with constant interruptions, checking their phone, switching tasks, and multitasking. After 6 months, the difference between them is massive. The first person becomes sharper, faster, confident, and more skilled. The second person feels stuck, stressed, and confused. This difference is not caused by talent. It is created by focus. Focus separates growth from stagnation, clarity from confusion, achievement from excuses. Deep work is the art of giving your full attention to what matters without letting distractions interrupt your flow. When you go deep, you enter a special state of mind where everything feels smooth and natural. Time slows down. Thoughts become sharper. Work becomes easier. You feel powerful, productive, and in control. This state is called flow, and it is one of the most valuable mental states a human mind can experience. Athletes feel it on the field. Artists feel it when creating. Writers feel it when the words pour out. Students feel it when studying deeply. Professionals feel it when solving problems effortlessly. Deep work makes this state regular, not rare. The world rewards people who can do deep work. Big companies, universities, and industries value individuals who can think deeply, solve difficult problems, and create meaningful work. These are the people who rise fastest in their careers. These are the students who score highest in exams. These are the creators who produce impactful content. These are the entrepreneurs who grow faster than competitors. When you master deep work, you become the kind of person the world needs: focused, skilled, disciplined, and reliable. But here is the emotional truth. Deep work is not just about success. It is about freedom. When you work deeply, you finish tasks faster and with higher quality, leaving you more time to rest, live, enjoy, and breathe. You begin to feel proud of yourself. You begin to trust your ability again. You begin to believe that you can shape your life instead of being controlled by it. Deep work gives you mental peace because your mind is no longer scattered. You are not pulled in 10 directions. You move with purpose. You act with clarity. You live with intention. Deep work also builds self. When you complete something meaningful through focused effort, you feel good inside. You feel capable. You feel strong. This inner confidence cannot be bought. It must be earned. Every minute of deep work becomes a small victory in your mind. You start to see yourself differently. I am someone who finishes what I start. I am someone who can concentrate. I am someone who can achieve big goals. This mindset is powerful. It changes how you walk, talk, think, and decide. It pushes you closer to the life you dream of. Another reason deep work is life-changing is that it trains your mind to resist distraction. Your mind becomes sharper, calmer, and more disciplined. You no longer jump at every notification. You no longer feel restless without your phone. You no longer fear silence. Instead, you begin to enjoy focus. You begin to enjoy being present. You begin to enjoy your own mind. This is rare in today's world. Most people are afraid to sit quietly. Their minds are overstimulated. They need noise. They need distraction. They cannot focus for more than a few minutes. When you learn deep work, you rise above this weakness. You become mentally strong in a world full of mental noise. Let me tell you a truth that many people ignore. Your life is shaped by your attention. Whatever you give your attention to grows in your life. If your attention is scattered, your life becomes chaotic. If your attention is focused, your life becomes powerful. Deep work is how you take control of your attention. It is how you build the life you want on purpose, not by accident. When you choose deep work, you choose mastery over your mind. You choose discipline over distraction. You choose growth over stagnation. And with every deep session, you sculpt your future with your own hands. Deep work also protects you from burnout. You may think intense focus causes stress, but the opposite is true. Shallow work, constant task switching, checking your phone, working without purpose, creates more mental exhaustion than deep focus. When you work deeply, your brain enters a natural, efficient rhythm. It uses less energy and produces more output. Deep work feels fulfilling, not draining. It gives you energy instead of taking it away. When your daily wins come from deep focus, your motivation becomes stronger, your confidence grows, and your stress levels drop. You begin to feel alive again. Deep work is also the path to creativity. Many people think creativity comes from inspiration, but true creativity comes from depth. The deeper you think, the more unique your ideas become. When your mind is free from distractions, it connects ideas in ways you never noticed before. Solutions appear, concepts form, insights arise. Creativity is not magic, it is the result of focused thought. Deep work is the doorway to that depth. Life becomes meaningful when you do meaningful work, and meaningful work requires deep focus. When you work deeply, you feel proud of what you create. You feel connected to your goals. You feel aligned with your purpose. Deep work is not only an intellectual skill, it is an emotional journey. It teaches you patience, discipline, dedication, and self-belief. It teaches you that you are capable of more than you think. It teaches you that anything meaningful in life requires effort, but that effort is worth it. So, as we begin this book, remember this deep work is not just a work method. It is a lifestyle, a philosophy, a mindset, a commitment to growth, a decision to build a life that reflects your true potential, not your distractions. If you learn deep work, you will gain a lifelong advantage. You will outgrow your old habits. You will outperform your previous self. You will outshine people who rely on luck or multitasking. Deep work is the path to becoming someone you respect, someone you trust, someone you are proud of. This is your journey. This is your moment. This is your chance to rise. Chapter 2. Breaking the chains of distraction. Distraction doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides behind small habits, small choices, small moments. But those small moments add up silently, turning days into months and months into years. Before you realize it, distraction steals the life you could have lived. It steals the potential you never used. It steals the dreams you never touched. And the worst part? It does it slowly, so slowly that you don't see it happening until it is too late. This chapter is not about avoiding distractions. It is about breaking free from them permanently. The truth is painful but powerful. If you cannot control your attention, you cannot control your future. This is why understanding distraction is the first major step toward mastering deep work. You cannot fight an enemy you don't understand. You cannot win a war you don't see. Distractions look small, but their effect is massive. A 5-minute break becomes a 30-minute scroll. One notification becomes 10. One "I'll check it quickly" becomes an hour lost. And every time distraction wins, your focus becomes weaker. Your mind becomes restless. Your goals drift further away. You must understand the psychology behind distraction. Your brain is wired to seek comfort. It avoids anything that feels difficult, uncertain, or challenging. Deep work requires effort. It demands mental energy. So your brain tries to escape that discomfort by pulling you toward easier things: scrolling, entertainment, messages, short videos, random browsing. These things give your brain tiny hits of dopamine, making them feel rewarding, even though they add no real value to your life. This is how distraction traps you. It gives you small rewards in the moment, but steals your big rewards in the future. To break this chain, you must become aware of how distraction controls you. Most people are not distracted because they are weak. They are distracted because they live in an environment designed to steal their attention. Every app, every platform, every notification is built to hook your mind. Companies fight for one thing: your attention. And every time you give it away, they win, and you lose. But once you understand this system, you become powerful. You begin to see that distractions are not mistakes. They are designed traps, and you must step out of them consciously. Let's talk about the emotional cost of distraction. When you get distracted frequently, you lose more than time. You lose self-respect. You begin to doubt your abilities. You feel frustrated with yourself. You start believing you are someone who cannot focus, someone who cannot finish things, someone who cannot control their own mind. This damages your confidence. It creates guilt, shame, and stress. But remember this: your ability to focus is not broken. It is simply buried under layers of interruptions, overstimulation, and mental noise. Deep work is how you uncover it again. Real change begins when you start noticing your distractions. Every time your hand moves toward your phone without thinking, pause. Every time your mind tries to switch tasks, pause. Every time you feel that urge to check something quickly, pause. This pause is the beginning of freedom. Awareness gives you control. You stop acting automatically. You start choosing consciously. And once you choose consciously, distraction loses its power over you. To master deep work, you need to reshape your environment. You need to design your surroundings to support your focus rather than attack it. This chapter will guide you in doing exactly that. First, Identify your biggest sources of distraction. Is it your phone, social media, messages, noise, multitasking? Be brutally honest. You cannot defeat what you refuse to admit. Once you identify the obstacles, you can remove them, one by one. Start with the weapon that causes the most damage. The smartphone. This tiny device is the world's most powerful distraction machine. It is designed to keep you scrolling, watching, clicking, reacting. Deep work cannot survive in the shadow of constant notifications. Turn off non-essential notifications. Move distracting apps to a hidden folder. Use Do Not Disturb during deep work hours. Keep your phone away from your workspace. These small changes create a massive improvement in your ability to focus. Next are digital distractions on your devices. Disable unnecessary tabs. Use website blockers. Set specific times for checking messages or social media. Do not allow your brain to jump between apps like a restless child. You are training your mind to behave, and training requires consistency. If you give in just once, your mind learns that distraction is allowed. But when you stay strict, your mind begins to follow your command. Focus becomes easier. Concentration becomes stronger. Your physical environment also affects your focus. A cluttered desk leads to a cluttered mind. A noisy room breaks your rhythm. A busy environment steals your calm. Create a workspace that supports deep work. Keep it clean. Keep it minimal. Keep it quiet. When your environment is organized, your thoughts become organized. When your surroundings are calm, your mind becomes calm. You begin to enter deep focus effortlessly. But here is something even more important. You must change your internal environment as well. Distraction does not only come from outside, it also comes from inside you. Thoughts, worries, fears, and mental restlessness. Sometimes the biggest distraction is your own mind. To overcome this, practice focusing on your breath for a few minutes before starting deep work. This simple act stabilizes your mind. It reduces internal noise. It makes you present, and presence is the foundation of deep concentration. Let's talk about one of the biggest myths today: multitasking. Many people think multitasking makes them productive. In reality, multitasking destroys productivity. Your brain cannot do two high-level tasks at the same time. It switches rapidly between them, wasting energy and reducing accuracy. Multitasking damages memory, reduces creativity, increases stress, and breaks your flow repeatedly. Deep work requires single tasking. One goal, one task, one focus. When you give your full attention to one thing, your quality rises, your speed rises, your understanding rises. You produce work you can be proud of. There's another enemy of deep work you must defeat: the habit of constant checking. Many people check their phone, email, or messages even when nothing important is happening. This habit weakens your focus like a slow poison. You must retrain your brain. Set fixed times for checking your phone or messages. Outside those times, avoid touching your device. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. Your mind will crave the quick dopamine hit. But if you resist, within days, your mental clarity will increase. The fog will lift. You will feel lighter, sharper, stronger. Remember this emotional truth: every time you say no to distraction, you say yes to your future. Your dreams depend on your ability to focus. Your goals depend on your discipline. Your success depends on your choices. And deep work is simply a collection of small, consistent choices that shape your life. Breaking distractions is not about perfection. It is about progress. You will slip sometimes. You will get distracted. That's okay. What matters is that you continue returning to your focus. Every return strengthens your mind. Every return builds discipline. Every return brings you one step closer to mastery. Deep work is a journey, not an event. And breaking distraction is the first major milestone on that journey. Once you remove distractions, you create space for growth, space for creativity, space for clarity, and most importantly, space for the person you want to become. You are not weak. You are not bad at focusing. You are simply untrained. And training begins now. Step by step, you will break the chains of distraction and reclaim your attention. The world may chase noise. You will chase clarity. The world may drown in distractions. You will rise through focus. This chapter ends with a decision, a simple but powerful one. Will you continue living under the control of distractions, or will you take back your mind, your time, and your future? Chapter 3. Building the Deep Work Mindset. There is a moment in every successful person's life when something changes inside them. A moment when they realize that success is not a matter of luck, not a matter of talent, and not a matter of perfect circumstances. It is a matter of mindset. Everything begins in the mind. Your habits, your discipline, your focus, your success, and even your failures. If you want to master deep work, you must first master the mindset behind it. The truth is simple but powerful. Deep work is not an action. It is an identity. It is not something you do. It is someone you become. When you adopt the deep work mindset, you begin to think differently. You begin to see your time differently. You begin to value your attention differently. You begin to protect your focus the way others protect their money. This chapter is not just about understanding. Focus. It is about becoming the kind of person who naturally focuses deeply. Let us begin with the emotional foundation. Belief. You must believe that you can focus deeply. You must believe that your mind can be trained. You must believe that your brain is capable of extraordinary concentration. You might think, I get distracted easily, or my attention span is small, or I can't focus for long. But these are not truths. Deep work is the training that unlocks your true potential. Imagine your mind as a muscle. If you have not trained it, it will be weak and easily tired. But if you train it daily, slowly, consistently, with patience, it becomes powerful. It becomes sharp. It becomes unstoppable. The deep work mindset is built exactly like physical strength, through discipline, repetition, and mental conditioning. Let's talk about clarity. Because without clarity, no mindset can survive. Ask yourself, when your intention is weak, your focus becomes weak. When your purpose is unclear, your discipline becomes unstable. When you don't know what you're working for, distractions become more attractive. So sit down and write your answers. What kind of person do you want to become? These answers become the emotional fuel that powers your deep work mindset. They are your WHY. And a strong WHY can defeat any distraction. Now let us talk about one of the most powerful mental shifts, the shift from comfort to challenge. Deep work is not comfortable. It demands effort, focus, and mental energy. Distraction is comfortable, easy, and effortless. Most people choose comfort over growth, but the deep work mindset is built on choosing growth over comfort consistently. Every time you sit down to focus, your mind will look for escape. It will try to run toward something easy. This is natural. This is how the brain tries to avoid discomfort. But the deep work mindset understands this trick. It sees the discomfort as a sign of growth. It knows that the moments when you want to escape are the moments when focus is strengthening. This shift is transformational. When you stop avoiding discomfort and start embracing it, you become powerful. You become the kind of person who does what others avoid. You become the kind of person who grows while others stay stuck. Let's talk about another deep concept. Mental minimalism. A deep work mindset is simple. Your mind becomes clearer when your life becomes simpler. Your focus becomes stronger when your priorities become fewer. Ask yourself, when you know what truly matters, distractions lose their power. They become noise, background noise you no longer listen to. Next, we explore self-respect, one of the strongest pillars of the deep work mindset. Every time you focus, you build self-respect. Every time you complete a task with discipline, you feel stronger inside. Every time you choose your goals over distraction, you grow in your own eyes. Self-respect is not built through words. When you break them, you weaken your belief in yourself. The deep work mindset requires one core promise. I will protect my focus, because my future depends on it. Now let's go deeper into the internal world, the emotional side of deep work. The truth is, focus is emotional. We avoid deep work because it challenges us. It makes us face our doubts, our fears, our insecurities. It forces us to confront the pressure of our goals and the weight of our dreams. Some people never start deep work because they fear failure. Some never commit because they fear not being good enough. Some stay distracted because distraction keeps them safe from reality. But the deep work mindset understands something powerful. Avoiding work does not remove fear. Doing the work removes fear. Action kills anxiety. Focus kills doubt. Momentum builds success. This cycle is the engine of the deep work mindset. Let us add another important element: patience. Deep work requires time. You cannot transform your focus overnight. You cannot strengthen your mind in 2 days. You cannot master your attention in 1 week. But with steady effort, you will see changes. Your concentration will increase. Your mental stamina will grow. Your distractions will lose their control. Your mind will become sharper, calmer, stronger. A deep work mindset is built like a slow-burning fire. Finally, we arrive at one of the most empowering parts of this mindset: identity transformation. Tell yourself, I am someone who grows every day. When you repeat these identities, your mind begins to accept them. When you act according to them, they become real. When you live them daily, they shape your future. This is how the deep work mindset is born. You are no longer the distracted version of yourself. Growing. Chapter 4. Designing your environment for deep work. There is a powerful truth about human behavior that most people ignore. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our environments. You may have strong dreams, strong motivation, strong plans, but if your environment is full of noise, distraction, and disorder, your focus will break every time. If the world around you is chaotic, your mind becomes chaotic too. If your surroundings pull your attention in 100 directions, you will never be able to enter deep work. But here's the good news. You can design an environment that supports your focus instead of fighting against it. You can create a space where your mind feels safe, calm, and ready to dive deep. You can build surroundings that help you work like your highest self. The environment you choose becomes the environment you become. So, ask yourself, does your environment help you focus or break your focus? Most people don't even think about this. They sit anywhere, work anywhere, study anywhere, and then wonder why they can take on. They think they have a discipline problem, but in reality, they have an environment problem. Look around your space right now. Is it clean or messy? Quiet or noisy? Focused or chaotic? Does everything in your space point toward your goals or pull you away from them? Environment shapes behavior, even when you don't notice it. This chapter will show you how to use that truth to transform your ability to do deep work. The power of a focused space. Your brain is deeply influenced by physical. When your desk is cluttered, your mind becomes cluttered. When your room is noisy, your thoughts scatter. When your environment is full of distractions, your brain becomes restless. But when you enter a clean.com/focused space, your brain receives a silent message. It's time to be serious. It's time to create. It's time to concentrate. This is why athletes train in special environments, why writers have specific rooms, why monks meditate in temples. Environment changes performance. You need a space that triggers deep work mode the moment you enter it. Step 1. Create a clear, minimal desk. Your desk is the command center of focus. If it's chaotic, your mind feels overwhelmed before you begin. A deep work desk should have only your main device, one notebook, one pen, maybe a water bottle, nothing else. Minimalism is not about aesthetics. It's about clarity. Fewer objects mean fewer thoughts, and fewer thoughts mean more focus. Remove everything that doesn't support your work. A clean desk creates a clean mind. Step 2. Control your noise environment. Noise is one of the biggest enemies of deep work. Every lyrics, TV, notifications breaks your focus. Protect your ears. Work in a quiet room. Use noise-canceling earphones. Listen to instrumental sounds. Avoid interruptions. Silence is not just the absence of noise, it is the presence of clarity. Step 3. Remove digital distractions even with a clean desk and quiet room. One thing can destroy everything instantly. Your phone? It rings, vibrates, flashes, and begs for attention even on silent. A deep work environment requires strict separation. Keep your phone in another room. Turn on airplane mode. Disable notifications. Block distracting apps. This change alone can double your productivity. Step 4. Design a start signal. Your brain loves routines. A ritual before deep work tells your mind, it's time to focus. Your start signal could be making tea, cleaning your desk, lighting a candle, opening your notebook, breathing for 60 seconds, listening to the same playlist, starting a timer, or writing your goal. The more consistent the ritual, the stronger your focus. Step 5. Keep only focused objects. Your environment should trigger concentration. Use a calendar showing your streak, a motivational quote, goals written on a card, warm lighting, a comfortable chair, a plant, headphones, or a glass of water. Everything in your space should support focus. If it doesn't, remove it. Step 6. Control physical energy. Deep work is mental and physical. Your body needs comfort to sustain focus. Ensure proper lighting, a good seat, balanced temperature, posture, water nearby, and airflow. When your body is comfortable, your mind stops complaining and gets to work. Step 7. Build protected work time. Your environment includes the clock. Deep work needs interruption-free blocks. Choose fixed hours: early morning, late night, or afternoon, and guard them. Tell others you cannot be disturbed unless urgent. Respect your deep work hours, or no one else will. Step 8. Build an ending ritual. Ending deep work properly is as important as starting it. Most people stop randomly, sending a confusing signal to the brain. An ending ritual teaches your mind, deep work is over. You can relax. Close your laptop, clean your desk, write what you achieved, plan the next session, stretch briefly. This helps recovery and prepares you for the next block. Why this matters? People underestimate how much environment controls their lives. You don't need perfect discipline or superhuman willpower. You just need a space where distractions are reduced and focus becomes natural. Your environment does the hard work for you. A deep work environment is not a luxury, it is a necessity. If your environment is designed for focus, you will enter deep concentration effortlessly. If it is designed for distraction, you will fail even with strong willpower. Your surroundings shape your success. Design them wisely. Chapter 5. Daily Rituals that Build Unbreakable. Focus. There is a secret about high-performing people that most of the world never sees. People think their success comes from talent. They think it comes from luck, intelligence, or special opportunities. But the truth is much simpler and much more powerful. Their success comes from daily rituals that strengthen their focus every single day. Rituals may look small, but their impact is massive. They are the quiet habits that build unstoppable discipline. They are the invisible structure behind dreams that turn into reality. If deep work is the engine of success, then daily rituals are the fuel that keeps the engine running. Most people fail not because they are incapable, but because they rely only on motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but rituals stay. Motivation is emotional. Rituals are practical. Motivation starts your journey. Rituals sustain your journey. This chapter will teach you how to create rituals that make deep work feel natural and that guide your mind into focus effortlessly. Rituals that turn you into someone who produces extraordinary results with calmness, clarity, and consistency. Let's begin with a powerful truth. You become what you repeat. The deepest hook of all. How daily rituals shape your destiny. Imagine two people. Both have dreams. Both have potential. Both have talent. But one has rituals and one has none. One wakes up with intention. One wakes up with noise. One moves toward goals every day. One moves toward distractions every day. One grows 1% daily. One stays the same. After 1 month, the difference is small. After 1 year, the difference is massive. After 5 years, they are living two completely different lives. Daily rituals are small, but their results are like rituals are not magic, they are mechanics. You don't need discipline every moment. You just need discipline at the moments that matter. Now, let's build those moments for you. 1. The morning priming ritual. Your morning determines your day. Your day determines your week. Your week determines your life. If your morning is scattered, your mind becomes scattered. If your morning is intentional, your focus becomes sharp. A powerful morning ritual for deep work. Wake up before the world wakes. Early morning silence is a gift. Take 2 minutes of breathing slow. Deep breaths settle your mind and prepare you for focus. Write your single main task of the day. Not a list of 10 things. Just one. This becomes your deep work target. Then, start your first deep work session immediately. No news, no notifications. The morning is your most powerful mental window. Protect it. 2. The 90-120-minute deep work block. This is the heart of your daily ritual, a focused time block where you work deeply with zero distraction. Sit down with your task. Start a timer. Focus for 90 to 120 minutes. No phone, no social media, no multitasking. This is where your best ideas appear. Your deepest focus grows and progress accelerates. Your brain needs uninterrupted time to reach flow state. This ritual gives it exactly that. Even one deep work block a day can change your entire life. 3. The micro break reset. Ritual. Deep work requires energy. When your brain gets tired, your focus weakens. That's why you need micro break, small pauses that refresh your mind without pulling you into distraction. A micro break is just 3 to 5 minutes, but it must be structured. Stand up, stretch your shoulders, drink a few sips of water, look outside for 60 seconds, take a slow breath, return to your desk. Do not check your phone, do not open social media, do not switch tasks. This ritual resets your brain without breaking your flow. 4. The afternoon clarity ritual. Afternoons can feel heavy. Your energy drops, your mind slows, your motivation decreases. This ritual brings clarity back. Clean your desk for 60 seconds. Write 3 things you completed today. Choose your second important task. Then set a 45 to 90-minute focus window. The afternoon doesn't need long sessions. Sharp focus is enough. This ritual turns your afternoons into productive hours instead of wasted hours. 5. The digital shutdown ritual. Your mind deserves rest. Your brain needs recovery. You cannot live in deep work mode all day. But many people end the day randomly. They close their laptop without closing their thoughts, and their mind stays active long after work ends. The digital shutdown ritual solves this. At the end of your day, close all tabs, shut down your laptop, put your phone on silent. Write your main task for tomorrow. Whisper to yourself, "Work is done. I will rest now." This is not a small ritual, it is a mental boundary. It tells your brain to relax, gives you peace, and restores your energy for tomorrow's deep focus. 6. The night renewal ritual. A deep work lifestyle depends on a recovered brain. Nighttime is when your brain repairs itself, organizes memories, strengthens learning, and restores energy. A simple night ritual: stop using screens 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Prepare your clothes for the next day. Tidy your space. Read 10 minutes of a calming book. Reflect on one thing you learned today. This ritual sends your brain a clear message. It is time to slow down. It is time to rest. A calm night creates a focused morning. The psychology behind these rituals. Rituals are powerful because they reduce decision fatigue. When you wake up and don't know what to do, when to start, how to begin, or where to work, your mind becomes tired before you even start. Rituals remove confusion, hesitation, and decision stress. They turn focus into a habit rather than a struggle. Every ritual you build becomes a small step toward mastery. Over time, these steps turn into a pathway. That pathway becomes your lifestyle, and that lifestyle becomes your identity. You become a deep work person, someone who does meaningful work daily, someone who grows consistently, someone who respects their time and their mind. The magic of compound growth. Doing a little deep work every day produces massive results through compound growth. If you improve just 1% each day, you are 37 times better after 1 year. Deep work rituals create that 1% improvement not through force, not through pressure, but through steady, gentle, consistent routines. Success is not built by intensity. It is built by consistency, and consistency comes from rituals. Remember this truth. Discipline is not born in big moments. It is born in small moments. Small habits become big achievements. Small routines become powerful focus. Small rituals become massive success. Deep work is not something you do once. It is something you do every day, calmly, powerfully, and your daily rituals make it possible. Chapter 6. Mastering Time. The art of owning your day. Time is the most powerful force in your life. It decides what you can achieve, how fast you can grow, and who you can become. But here is the painful truth. Most people don't own their time. Time owns team. They wake up already behind, rush through their day, fight distractions, react to everything, and end the day tired but with nothing meaningful done, because they never learned the art of mastering time. If deep work is the engine of success, time mastery is the steering wheel. Without it, you move, but you move in circles. You work, but you don't progress. You try, but you don't transform. This chapter will teach you how to take control of your time with precision, calmness, and confidence, how to design a day that works for you, not against you, how to defeat distractions, break procrastination, and build a powerful structure around your goals. Mastering your time is not about controlling every minute. It's about protecting the minutes that matter most. Let's begin with the hook that changes everything. Your dreams are not limited by talent. They are limited by your time. Think about every dream you have, every goal, every desire, every future version of yourself. What stands between you and that dream? Not intelligence, not talent, not opportunity. The gap between your dream and your reality is simply how you use your time. Every hour wasted on distractions is an hour stolen from your future. Every minute spent reacting is a minute you lose from building. Every day without focus is a day your dreams remain on hold. Time is your life. When you waste time, you waste life. When you master time, you master life. And today, you begin mastering it. 1. The law of time blocking. Time blocking is the secret behind the world's top performers, authors, CEOs, athletes, scientists, thinkers. But here's the truth. Anyone can do it, starting today. Time blocking means dividing your day into controlled blocks of focus. It replaces randomness with structure, chaos with clarity. A simple time-block day might look like this. Morning deep work, block 9:01:20. Minutes, short break, focused work session 2:45:90 minutes. Lunch plus rest, focused work session 3:45 minutes. Light work tasks, shutdown ritual plus evening.com. This structure creates peace, removes confusion, and builds rhythm. Your mind thrives in rhythm. Once your day has rhythm, your focus strengthens automatically. 2. The power of prioritizing one main task. Most people fail because they try to do everything. Successful people win because they focus on one thing that matters most. Rule for success. Every day, choose one goal that moves your life forward. This is your daily main task, your center of gravity. Everything else is secondary. Ask yourself each morning, if I finish only one thing today, what should it be? This single question transforms productivity. When you focus on one needle-moving task each day, your progress becomes steady, your goals achievable, your confidence increases, and your stress decreases. This is the heart of time mastery. 3. The 2-hour golden window. Almost every person has a daily window when their mind is naturally sharper, clearer, faster, and more creative. For some, it's early morning. For some, late night. For some, afternoon. This is your golden window. The ugliest mistake is wasting it on unimportant things like replying to friends, scrolling social media, checking notifications, casual tasks, or chores. Your golden window should be reserved for deep work. Deep work done in your golden window is 5x more productive than at random times. Find your golden time. Protect it like treasure. Use it for greatness. 4. The art of saying no. You cannot master your time. If you cannot master the word no, people will constantly try to steal your time. Can you talk for 5 minutes? Can you help me with this? Can I call you? Come outside for a bit. Every yes you say to others is a no you say to your dreams. Learn simple responses. I'm working right now. I'll get back to you later. I can't do it today. I need to focus. Let's talk after. Not today, but maybe this weekend. Protect your time without guilt. Your future self will thank you. 5. Destroying procrastination with the 5-minute rule. Procrastination is not laziness, it is fear. Fear of not doing well, fear of mistakes, fear of difficulty. But there is a simple way to beat it. If something feels hard, do it for just 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Once you begin, fear melts, momentum starts, your mind opens, and you continue naturally. This tiny rule can save hours of struggle. The biggest battles are won by starting small. 6. The distraction protection system. Time is stolen not in hours, but in seconds. A phone buzz, a notification, a message, a temptation to check something, a random thought. Each small interruption destroys focus. Ritual to protect your time. Before deep work, put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications. Close unnecessary tabs. Keep only one task open. Tell yourself, this time is mine. During deep work, no checking phone. No switching tasks. No multitasking. Only one mission. After deep work, take a short break. Celebrate progress. Reset for next block. Small protections lead to big productivity. 7. The 80-20th time law. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Most of your time goes to things that don't matter, but a small part creates massive impact. To master your time, identify your 20% the high-impact activities. Remove the other 80%. Focus deeply on what gives real results. This is not time management. This is life management. 8. Designing your personal daily system. Morning. Wake with intention. Choose your main task. Begin your first deep work block. Avoid your phone. Midday. Reset energy. Do a short deep work session. Complete secondary tasks. Hydrate and breathe. Evening. Reflect on what you completed. Plan the next day. Shut down devices. Rest your mind. This system keeps your day balanced, powerful, and peaceful. 9. Busy does not mean productive. A person can be busy all day and still achieve nothing meaningful. Productive people focus on outcomes, not activity. They measure progress, not hours. They seek results, not movement. When you master time, you stop being busy and you start being effective. This is the real difference between average and exceptional. 10. Time is not just hours. Time is identity. Every choice you make with your time shapes who you become. If you waste time daily, you become a person who wastes life. If you structure time daily, you become a person who shapes life. If you give time to distractions, your future becomes distracted. If you give time to deep work, your future becomes powerful. Your identity is not built by what you wish, for it is built by what you spend time on. You are writing your future with every hour. Write it wisely. Chapter 7. Mindset of discipline. Becoming the person who never stops. There is a powerful truth about success that most people never understand. Your goals don't decide your future, your discipline does. A goal is a dream on paper. Discipline is the bridge that takes you there. Deep work gives you focus, but discipline gives you consistency. Without discipline, even the smartest person fails. With discipline, even an ordinary person becomes unstoppable. And the strongest reality is this: discipline is not something you're born with. It is something you build, slowly, daily, through habits, choices, and mindset. This chapter will take you deep inside the psychology of discipline and show you how to create an unshakable mindset, a mindset that keeps going when you feel tired, a mindset that keeps pushing when others quit, a mindset that transforms a normal person into a high-achieving, focused, powerful human being. Let's begin with a hook that cuts deep. Motivation makes you start. Discipline makes you finish. Motivation is emotional. It fades. Some days you feel excited. Some days you don't. But success does not care about your mood. Your dreams don't grow on motivation. They grow on discipline. Discipline is steady. Discipline is silent. Discipline shows up regardless of feelings. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a lifestyle. If you want to master deep work, you must build the discipline mindset. The mindset that refuses to negotiate with excuses. 1. Discipline starts with your identity. Most people fail because they only focus on changing their habits. But deep work discipline starts deeper with your identity. Tell yourself, I am a focused person. I am disciplined. I do the hard things. I show up even when I don't feel like it. When your identity changes, your habits change automatically. When you believe you are disciplined, you begin acting like a disciplined person. The strongest transformation happens inside before it shows outside. 2. The rule of non-negotiables. Discipline becomes easier when you remove Choose 2 to 3 things in your life that are non-negotiable. Meaning, you do them every day, no matter how you feel. For example, 1 deep work block, 30 minutes reading or skill building, a daily planning routine, a digital break, exercise, or meditation. These are not suggestions. Tese are not. When I feel good habits, these are commitments. Once something becomes non-negotiable, your brain stops wasting energy deciding. You simply do it. This is how discipline becomes automatic. 3. Discipline is built in small moments, not big ones. People think discipline means big sacrifices, huge effort, or extreme routines. But the truth is the opposite. Discipline is built in small decisions. Waking up when your alarm rings, ignoring your phone during deep work, finishing your tasks, staying consistent, doing the next small step. Every small action becomes a vote for the identity you want to build. The small moments shape your future more than the big moments do. 4. The do it anyway principle. This is one of the most powerful discipline rules ever. You don't feel like working? Do it anyway. You feel tired? Do it anyway. You don't want to start. This simple mindset is what separates winners from watchers. Every time you do it anyway, you weaken the power of excuses and strengthen the power of discipline. 5. How to eliminate excuses forever. Excuses destroy discipline. Excuses are comfortable lies your mind tells you to avoid effort. But here's the truth. Your excuses are not facts. They are stories, and you can rewrite your story. Here are the most common excuses and how to defeat them. Excuse 1. Identity. Have time. Truth. You have time. You lack priority. Excuse 2. I'm not in the mood. Truth. Your mood does not control your future. Excuse 3. It's too hard. Truth. Hard things are what build strong people. Excuse 4. I'll do it later. Truth. Later is the home of failure. Excuse 5. I'm tired. Truth. You are tired of being undisciplined, not of working. Replace excuses with action. Replace fear with movement. Replace comfort with growth. 6. How to build unbreakable consistency. Consistency is the strongest form of discipline. Here is the most realistic and effective formula. The 85% rule. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be 100% disciplined. You don't need superhuman effort. Just be consistent 85% of the time. If you stay disciplined most days, you will achieve massive results. Consistency is stronger than intensity. 7. You feel low, your energy drops. Your mind feels heavy, you don't want to do anything. These days are the real test. Here's what to do. Minimum action strategy if you cannot do 100%. Do 10%. Doing something even tiny keeps your discipline alive. 8. 3 hours of deep work greater than 10 hours of distracted work. Those 3 hours can transform your career, your skills, your future. Discipline is not about working longer. It is about working smarter. 9. The science of self-control. Here is a psychological truth. Your brain has a limited amount of willpower. If you waste it, you lose discipline. This is why your discipline collapses when you make too many decisions. You multitask, you stay on your phone, you stay in noisy environments. You jump between tasks. Self-control increases when you simplify life, you remove temptations. You plan your day, you follow routines, you protect your attention. Discipline isn't about being strong. It's about being smart with your energy. 10. I believe in my goals. I respect myself. I choose growth over comfort. Every act of discipline is a gift to the person you will become. The more you discipline your days, the more you liberate your future. You are building a new you up to this chapter. You have learned all to focus, how to build a deep work mindset, how to design a powerful environment, how to master your time, how to build discipline, how to stay consistent. You are not the same person you were when you started this book. You are becoming stronger, sharper, calmer, more powerful. You are building a version of yourself that few people ever achieve. The journey continues. Chapter 8. Harnessing Focus. Turning distractions into controlled power. There is a lie most people live by. Distractions are the enemy of success. While it is true that distractions steal your time, they are not always invincible enemies. The truth is deeper. Distractions are signals that your mind is restless, untrained, or When you learn to understand them, manage them, and even harness them, distractions can stop being obstacles and start being tools. This chapter will teach you the art of controlling distractions, turning them into a source of power, and using your environment, mind, and focus to achieve more than you ever thought possible. The hook. Your mind is like a wild horse. Imagine your mind as a wild horse. It wants to jump. With the right rider come patient, skilled it can sprint across fields with purpose, grace, and speed. Distractions are the wild instincts of your mental horse. Deep work is the skilled rider. 1. Understand the nature of distractions. Most people fight distractions like enemies, but the best strategy is understanding them. Distractions appear in 3 forms: external distractions, notifications, calls, messages, people, noise. Internal distractions, random thoughts, worries, overthinking, doubts. 3. Emotional distractions, stress, anxiety, fear, boredom, lack of motivation. The first step to mastering focus is identifying which type is dominating you. Why do I want to check my phone? What thought keeps interrupting me? Am I avoiding discomfort or seeking escape? Understanding is power. Awareness gives control. 2. The control method. Limit, defer. Schedule. Once you understand distractions, you can control them using 3 simple rules. Limit. Reduce the chance of a distraction appearing. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Use website blockers during deep work. Defer. Delay unimportant distractions. Don't respond immediately to messages. Don't check social media. Quickly tell yourself, later, not now. Schedule. Plan. Specific times for necessary distractions. Email twice a day. Social media for 15 minutes. This method gives your mind freedom to focus without guilt or stress. Internal distractions. Train your mind like a muscle. External distractions are obvious. Internal ones are silent but deadly. Your mind jumps, wanders, worries, and imagines scenarios constantly. This is natural, but left unchecked, it destroys focus. Solution: mental training. Technique: A. Mindful breathing, 2 to 5 minutes. Sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice your thoughts. Thought journaling. Once written, your mind can return to focus. C. Single task focus. Do only one task at a time. Train your mind to stay with the task until completion. These practices strengthen attention like lifting weights, strengthens muscles. 4. Emotional distractions. Master your inner state. Distractions often come disguised as emotions. Boredom, frustration, anxiety, or lack of motivation. You cannot fight emotions. You must manage them. Strategies. Acceptance. Acknowledge emotions. Without judgment. Don't fight them. Understand them. 2. Channel energy. Use the energy from your emotions to fuel work. Challenge yourself to go deeper. Emotional mini breaks. Take 1 to 3 minutes to breathe, stretch, or meditate. This prevents negative emotions from controlling your mind. Mastering emotions is mastering focus. 5. Use micro-disruptions as powerful signals. Every distraction is a signal telling you something about your mind or task. Ask, why am I avoiding this task? What is uncomfortable here? What part of this work challenges me? Once you understand the signal, you can act consciously. Instead of giving in to distraction, you can use it to adjust your focus, energy, or environment. Distractions stop being enemies, they become feedback. 6. Create focus zones in your environment. Your surroundings can either feed distractions or protect focus. Focus zones are areas designed to trigger deep concentration. Tips to create one: minimal desk clutter, comfortable chair, quiet environment, or noise-canceling headphones. Dedicated deep work hours. Tools and materials for the task only. Focus zones reduce decision fatigue and make entering flow easier. 7. The power of time-limited sessions. Distractions grow when tasks feel endless. When your brain doesn't know the finish line, it wanders. Pomodoro technique. 25-50 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5 to 10 minute break. Time pressure increases. Focused distractions are naturally minimized because your mind knows there's a finish line. Over time, longer sessions become easier as your concentration improves. 8. Turn digital distractions into tools. Phones, computers, and apps are not enemies, they are tools. The secret: control them consciously. Use productivity apps, timers, task managers, blockers. Keep essential apps organized. Schedule phone checks. Reward yourself after completing focus sessions. When you control technology, it amplifies your power. When technology controls you, it destroys your productivity. The disciplined response to distractions. When a distraction appears, identify the type: external, internal, emotional. Ignore, defer, deal strategically. This simple 4-step process trains your mind to handle disruptions calmly and consistently. Over time, distractions lose their grip. Your focus becomes unshakable. Your mind becomes a fortress of attention. 10. Remember, focus is a superpower. Distractions are everywhere. The world will never stop pulling your attention. The only way to win is to train your mind to focus, control your environment, and respond strategically. Focus is your superpower. Every distraction you control increases your power. Every interruption you manage strengthens your mind. Every flow session you protect becomes a building block of mastery. The more you practice this art, the more unstoppable you become. Deep work is not just work, it is power in action. Chapter 9. Resilience and Consistency. Never breaking the chain. There is one harsh truth about success. Life will test your focus. Life will test your will. Life will test your patience. Distractions, failures, setbacks, and doubts are guaranteed. The difference between those who achieve and those who fail is resilience and consistency, the ability to keep going when the world tries to stop you. You may have learned focus, discipline, time, mastery, and deep work techniques, but without consistency, all of that fades into nothing. Without resilience, the smallest obstacle can derail your entire progress. This chapter will teach you how to build unbreakable consistency and unstoppable resilience. It will show you how to stay on track no matter what life throws at you, how to create routines that never fail, and how to turn every challenge into a stepping stone toward mastery. The hook. The secret of success is not strength or talent. It is persistence. Persistence is simple, but it is not easy. Most people quit at the first sign of difficulty. Most people give in to pain, doubt, or discomfort. Most people never experience how powerful they could become because they stop too early. Resilient people keep showing up. Consistent people never skip the building blocks of their future. Together, resilience and consistency form a superpower no failure can touch. 1. Building the chain mentality. One of the most effective ways to maintain consistency is the chain mentality. How it works. 1. Take a calendar or habit tracker. 2. Each day you complete your deep work session or daily ritual. Mark it. 3. Don't break the chain. The psychological power of seeing a streak grow is immense. Missing a day feels heavier than the discomfort of showing up. Your mind naturally gravitates toward not breaking the chain. Tip. Start small. Even a 15-minute session counts. The key is never missing the day. 2. Embrace small wins. Consistency is not built in giant leaps, is built in small wins, repeated daily. Every completed task, every 30-minute focus session, every disciplined choice is a win. Celebrate them internally. Recognize the progress. Each small win compounds over time. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts tiny, but with every turn, it grows larger and stronger. Consistency is the snowball. Every small action adds up. 3. Prepare for setbacks. Life is unpredictable. You will face days when nothing goes according to plan. Your mind will feel exhausted. Your energy will drop. Your motivation will vanish. Resilience is your ability to recover quickly and continue despite setbacks. Here's the mindset. Expect challenges, they are normal. Accept mistakes, they are lessons. Adjust, don't quit, adapt. Your approach, keep moving, even if slowly. Remember, stopping is permanent. Adjusting is temporary. 4. The 1% rule for resilience. Consistency doesn't require perfection. It requires daily effort, even if small. Focus on improving 1% every day. Some days you may do more. Some days you may do less. The key is showing up every day. The compound effect of 1% daily growth is extraordinary. After a year, you will be 37 times better than when you started. This is how resilience and consistency create unstoppable progress. 5. Use failure as fuel. Disappointment, failure, and rejection are inevitable. The strongest people don't avoid failure, they use it as fuel. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How will this make me stronger? How can I adjust and keep moving? Every failure is a teacher. Every setback is a lesson in patience, focus, and discipline. Resilient people turn obstacles into stepping stones. Your mindset determines whether failure crushes you or launches you forward. 6. Ritualized accountability. Consistency thrives under accountability. Ways to build accountability. Partner with someone who checks in daily. Use a habit tracker. Publicly commit to your goals. Keep a journal of daily progress. Knowing that someone or something is observing your actions increases follow-through. Your mind naturally avoids breaking commitments when accountability is in place. 7. Strengthen your resilience. Muscle resilience is a skill that can be trained like a muscle. Practical exercises. 1. Daily discomfort challenge. Do one small thing each day. That is uncomfortable. Cold shower, early wake, a hard task. 2. Reflection ritual. Every evening, write down 3 challenges you faced and how you overcame them. 3. Mindset meditation. Spend 5 minutes visualizing yourself handling challenges calmly. Each practice strengthens your mental toughness, allowing you to face life's disruptions without losing focus. 8. Create unbreakable routines. Consistency becomes effortless when your routines are non-negotiable. A strong routine eliminates decision fatigue and reduces the power of excuses. It turns daily progress into an automatic process. Example: routine. Morning, deep work plus exercise plus journaling. Afternoon, focused work plus skill development. Evening, reflection plus planning plus shutdown. Follow it daily, and your future self grows automatically. 9. Focus on the system, not the result. Many people fail at consistency because they chase results instead of building systems. Rule: systems greater than goals. A goal is a target. A system is the process that delivers results. For example, goal: write a book. System: write 500 words every day. The system ensures consistency. Results come naturally. Resilience grows because your effort is not tied to immediate outcomes. Focus on the daily actions, not the distant rewards. 10. The psychology of long-term success. Resilience and consistency are about time perspective. Most people give up too soon because they only think in days, weeks, or months. Each day of consistent action is a building block. Each challenge overcome is a brick in the foundation. Each small improvement compounds until you are unrecognizable from your old self. Consistency is the quiet engine. Resilience is the armor that protects it. When combined, nothing can stop you. Chapter 1. Conclusion: Becoming the master of your life. As we reach the final chapter, it's time to pause and reflect. You have journeyed through the depths of focus, discipline, time, mastery, rituals, resilience, and deep work. You have learned secrets that most people never discover in their entire lives. And now, everything comes together in one ultimate truth. Your life is a reflection of your daily choices, habits, and focus. Every hour you spend distracted, every day you let slip by, every small compromise you make, it all adds up. And the opposite is true as well. Every moment of focus, every act of discipline, every habit you build, it compounds into extraordinary results over time. This is the essence of mastery. This is why ordinary people remain ordinary, and why exceptional people rise above. Not because they have superhuman talent, not because they are luckier, but because they consistently make the right choices in the right environment every single day. The hook: your future self is watching you right now. Imagine your future self, your stronger, wiser, more capable self. Your future self is silently observing everything you do today. Are you showing up for them? Are you feeding them the habits and routines they need to thrive? Or are you giving them excuses, distractions, and chaos? Every deep work session, every disciplined choice, every minute spent mastering your craft is a gift to your future self. And that future self will reward you with results, freedom, and fulfillment. 1. Integrating all you've learned. Let's bring it all together. 1. Design your environment, your surroundings. Shape your focus. Minimize distractions. Maximize clarity. 2. Build daily rituals. Small repeated actions compound into life-changing results. 3. Master your time. Time is life. Protect it fiercely and structure it intentionally. 4. Develop discipline. Motivation fades. Discipline persists. Become the person who shows up no matter what. 5. Harness focus. Learn to tame distractions and turn them into tools. 6. Cultivate resilience and consistency. Life will test you. Never break the chain. Keep going. 7. Prioritize systems over goals. Focus on actions, not outcomes. Systems create automatic success. 8. Commit to your golden window. Protect your most powerful time for your most meaningful work. When you combine all these elements, deep work becomes not just a skill, but a lifestyle. It becomes natural, effortless, and unstoppable. 2. The power of compound growth. Here's the science of why this works. Small efforts repeated consistently do not just add up. They multiply over time. A 1% improvement each day compounds into massive growth. Consistency turns ordinary routines into extraordinary results. Discipline turns small wins into permanent habits. Focus turns attention into productivity. Time mastery ensures your efforts hit the target every single day. This is how champions, innovators, and leaders achieve what others only dream of. You now hold the knowledge to unlock the same power in your own life. 3. Embracing the journey, not just the goals. Many people focus only on outcomes, wealth, fame, promotion, or recognition. But the real mastery is found in the journey itself. In TA Beats routines, focus, and discipline that create your results. Every challenge is a teacher. Every distraction is a test. Every failure is a lesson. Every small win is a step toward your greater self. Mastery is not an endpoint, it is a lifestyle, a mindset, and a daily practice. 4. Your new identity. After reading and applying what you've learned, something remarkable happens. You stop chasing results. You stop relying on fleeting motivation. You stop blaming circumstances or luck. Instead, you become a person of focus, a person of discipline, a person of resilience, a person who acts with purpose every single day. Your identity becomes your superpower. Your habits become your armor. Your environment becomes your ally. And when all of these align, success is no longer uncertain, it is inevitable. 5. Final words of inspiration. Remember this: life is not about random effort, it's about deliberate practice. Small, consistent actions compound into massive results. Focus is your superpower. Discipline is your shield. Resilience is your engine. Your environment either supports or destroys your potential. Choose wisely. Your future self is waiting. Show up for them today. The path will not always be easy. You will face distractions, doubts, and setbacks. You will feel tired. You will feel impatient. But if you follow the principles in this book, you will always have the tools to keep going. You will always know how to focus, structure, and master your life. The choice is yours. Will you settle for ordinary, or will you rise to extraordinary? 6. Call to action. Now it is a time to act. Knowledge without action is wasted. Start today. Build your environment. Protect your time. Commit to your rituals. Strengthen your discipline. Harness your focus. Develop resilience. And never stop growing. The journey of mastery begins with a single step, and that step is yours to take right now. Start your deep work practice today. Commit to consistency. Protect your focus. Build the life you deserve.